Hey, what's up guys, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming a very exciting video. I'm going to be taking you through everything I do before I go travelling, and I could not be happier. Obviously everybody's been in the same boat because of this pandemic. We haven't been able to travel for so long and I'm just so excited to get back out there. I caught the travel bug a long time ago and I'm just so excited to continue making more memories and going on more adventures, and I'm going to take you along with me. So just to give you a bit of context, I'm a 5th year medical student at Cardiff University, and in this year we are allotted 8 weeks to find a placement, whether it be abroad or staying in the UK, and I am so happy to say that Harry and I have found a 4-week placement in St Lucia and I am so fucking excited. I was actually thinking about this the other day and it feels really weird to admit out loud, but I studied geography at GCSE and one of our case studies was all about St Lucia and the underwater ecosystems, and ever since then I've dreamed about going to St Lucia and snorkeling there, and I feel like I kind of manifested this elective in a really weird way, because deep down I've always wanted to go to St Lucia, so I'm just really happy and excited, as you can probably tell. So in terms of our plans, like I said, we have 8 weeks of electives, so our placement is 4 weeks. We've been given a slot at one of the hospitals in St Lucia. We're going to be working there for 4 weeks, and we've also got accommodation, which is amazing. And then in the remaining 4 weeks we plan to travel to Mexico, and when we were figuring out flights we realised that all of the flights from St Lucia to Cancun all stop through New York, and then we realised that it was actually a similar price to do 2 separate flights, one from St Lucia to New York, stay there for a few days, and then the flight from New York to Cancun. It all added up to be about the same, so we've decided to spend about 4 or 5 days in New York and then head to Mexico and do a round trip around there. And I am so excited. We've booked all of our flights, we've got a place to stay in New York, and we've also booked an Airbnb for the end of the trip when we return to Cancun before we come back to the UK. So I'm obviously going to be filming all of this, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself because obviously I still have a ton of stuff to do before we actually go, and that is what today's video is going to be. So the first thing that's sort of become an integral part of my pre-travel routine over the years has been getting my hair done. I like to just have it freshly cut, freshly coloured already, and I just like to feel really put together before I go travelling. So a couple of weeks ago I went to Tony and Guy in Cardiff. That is where I always go, they are my favourite, and I got my hair done. So this is how it turned out and I am super happy with it. I decided that I was just kind of over the blonde balayage, and I think over the last few years as I've gone through my mental health journey and my mental state has just been kind of unstable, I just kept getting blonder and blonder. And I think lots of girls can relate to this, that your mental state definitely is reflected in the state of your hair, and I think for me the shorter my hair was and the blonder it was, the more unstable I was feeling mentally, and at this point in my life I feel really good and my mental health is doing really well. So what I actually asked for was an ashy brown balayage, but one thing I was worried about was that it was going to look really like disjointed and disconnected and weird because the ends of my hair was such a warm toned blonde by the time I was getting it done. So what he did was he just went through the normal balayage process and then at the end put a full head glaze on my hair, is what he called it, and it ended up like this. It just blends really seamlessly and everything looks very cool toned brown, and I'm really happy with it. And then in terms of the cut, I just got a trim because I didn't want any dead ends on there, and I got some layers put in, and I asked for some long kind of face framing curtain bang type things, and this is how it ended up. I'm super happy and it feels really healthy and soft, and I just love the way it looks. I feel like I'm entering a new chapter of my life with my new hair and it feels really good. I love that I'm back to brown again, and I don't know, everything just feels like it's meant to be. It feels like I'm in the right place doing the right things. So that is pretty much always the first thing I do as part of my pre-travel routine. The other thing that I did was I went to get my eyebrows threaded. So that is everything that I've done in the past couple of weeks, which brings us to today. One thing I always do is I write a packing list because it keeps me super organized, and it also just eliminates that risk of me forgetting anything. So I'll pop my packing list on the screen now. The other thing is, going through the process of actually writing the list means that you kind of figure out what you already have and what you need to go out and buy. So from my packing list, I've kind of derived an extra list of things that I need to go out and get as like a last minute thing, and that's what I'm going to do today. My mum and I are going to go into town, maybe grab some lunch, but mainly just go to grab these last minute things. So I think I got everything that I needed, and I figured I would do a quick haul. So the first thing on my list was a new book. I usually read on my iPad. I tend to just buy books as I go through them via the Apple bookstore, but I'm actually not taking any technology with me on this trip, so I'm not going to be taking my iPad or my laptop, but I still really wanted to have a book to read while I'm like laying by the pool or on the beach or whatever, and I actually lucked out finding this book at the charity shop, and this has been on my list for a really long time. I firstly went to WH Smith because I really wanted to check out their new in section and see if I could find the new Colleen Hoover book, which is called Reminders of Him. I really wanted that to be my holiday read, but I could not find it anywhere, and then I figured since I haven't found any books I wanted to read there, I'd much rather go to the charity shop and see what I can find there rather than spending like £8 to £10 on a book I don't really want to read. So I found this one called The Other Passenger. It was only £2.50, and like I said, it's been on my reading list for a really long time. So for those interested, I'll just quickly read the synopsis. It all happens so quickly. One day you're commuting to work by river bus with your friend Kit in the seat beside you. The next, Kit hasn't turned up and his wife has reported him missing. At your stop, the police are waiting. They say another passenger saw you and Kit arguing on the boat home last night. They say you have a reason to want him dead. You protest. Who is this other passenger, pointing the finger? What do they know about your lives? No, whatever danger followed you home last night, you are innocent. Totally innocent, aren't you? So I just love these kind of like psychological thriller crime mystery books, and this is just perfect. And then the next shop that we stopped into was New Look, where I only got a couple of things. Firstly, I got these black denim shorts that my mum actually found on the sale rack. They're down from £20 to £6, so they were an absolute steal, and I think I showed a clip of me in the changing room trying them on, and they did fit perfectly, which is amazing. And I actually only have a blue pair of denim shorts, and I figured it wouldn't hurt throwing a black pair into the mix. And this is something I actually wanted to mention, because when it comes to traveling for a long period of time but you're only packing in a small amount of space, it really is crucial to just take basics, and that is what I've learned over the years. Take a blue pair of denim shorts, a black pair, and they will literally go with any top that you want. You still have the variety and the choice of picking an outfit each day, but you are packing in like the most minimal way possible. I hope that makes sense. But for this trip, I'm literally only packing in hand luggage, and so I really wanted to take up as little space as possible with my clothes. So that is what I got, and the other thing I got from New Look was just this black faux leather sunglasses case. This was only £2.50, but I just love how like simplistic it is and also how functional it is. And then the last place that we stopped into was Superdrug. I just needed to get sort of like those last minute toiletries and a few makeup bits and bobs. So for the most part, I actually have all of the toiletries that I need, and that is why writing a packing list is a godsend, because you know exactly what you have, what you don't have, and therefore what you need to buy. So I just got this travel size mouthwash, some moisturiser, and also some deodorant, because that's literally all I needed in terms of toiletries. And like I said, I'm traveling with only hand luggage, so I needed everything to be under 100 mils, and that is why I also got this new setting spray. So this is the Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray, and this is 100 mils because The setting spray that I usually use is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and that was way over 100 mils. So I just got this one because I didn't want to spend a huge amount of money on another setting spray. I think this was like £5. And then I also really wanted to replace my travel makeup brushes, because the ones I've been using for the past few years are actually the first ever makeup brushes that I got about 10-12 years ago. So they are pretty manky now and they really need replacing. So I didn't want to get a huge makeup brush set that was a ridiculous price. I just wanted to get the bare necessities. So I settled on this Real Techniques eye brush set, which is perfect. It's got blending brushes, crease brushes, an eyebrow brush, and also an angled eyeliner brush. So that's literally all I need in terms of eye makeup. And then I got this finishing brush, which is the Superdrug own brand, and it's perfect for like powder or like powdered blush and powdered bronzer. And then in terms of the liquid products that I use on my face, I just use a sponge, which I already have. I use the Real Techniques makeup sponge, which is perfect. So that is literally all I needed. And again, taking the bare necessities to take up as little space as possible in packing is exactly what I needed. And then the last couple things I got were just these MUA Makeup Academy Eyeshadow Stylo Duo Cream Eyeshadow Sticks, which is an absolute mouthful. I just got one in this gorgeous cobalt blue colour and then another in this like nude shade. And these are perfect for a daytime look. They are so easy. One end has a matte shade on them and the other has a shimmery shade. And literally just taking the shimmery shade, rubbing it into your eyelid and then blending it out with like a crease brush or a blending eye brush. It's just the easiest thing to do for a daytime look, and it makes you look so put together, but it takes literally like 30 seconds to do. And these were on buy one get one free, so I got both of these for £4 and they are really nice. I can't recommend them enough. And again, it just means you can get multiple looks out of them with minimal packing. So that is everything that I got. I finally am going to get into actually packing. I'm going to show you how I pack for 8 weeks of traveling in only a hand luggage. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is pretty much everything that's going into my main luggage. I've just put everything in nice, neat, organized piles, so I know exactly what is going into my suitcase and what I need to add in later. So first off, I've just got a couple of pairs of scrubs for the actual hospital placement. Then I decided I'm going to take one pair of jeans because I'm not sure how chilly it's going to be in New York, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to just take one pair. But then the rest of the clothes that I'm taking are pretty much all summer clothes. So I'm taking a few dresses because these are my favorite to wear in hot weather. I'm then taking about 4 pairs of shorts, a couple of skirts. These are all of my bathing suits as well as my prescription goggles and a sarong cover-up. I've then got a few sports bras and workout shorts because I'm not sure how much I'm going to be working out on this elective, but I like to have the option. I've also just packed one pair of plain black leggings in case it is cold in New York, then I can wear those as an option if I don't want to wear jeans. I'm packing only a few t-shirts. Like I said, basics are an absolute staple, so I've got quite a few plain black tops as well as plain white tops because they really do just go with everything. Obviously I need underwear and socks, so that's all in that pile. In terms of shoes, I'm just taking these flip-flops because these are the easiest on like beach days, as well as these cute black sandals I think I've shown in a previous vlog. I got them from ASOS. And then I'm going to wear my bulkiest shoes, which will be my trainers. So I'm going to wear trainers on placement as well as like if I'm working out or if we're going on like a busier sightseeing day. In terms of makeup and toiletries, I've got them all in this little makeup bag that's from Soap and Glory. I'm taking 2 boxes of contact lenses, makeup wipes since it's the easiest way to remove makeup while traveling, obviously a hairbrush, and then all of my liquids I've already put into the plastic bags that they give you at the airport just to make life easier. Given the times that we're in, I'm also taking a few lateral flow tests just in case. And then the last couple things I'm packing are a towel, which I need to grab in a second, and also this bum bag that I got from ASOS. It's like a nylon material, so I know it's going to be easy to clean, and it also looks big enough to carry everything that I need to on a day-to-day basis. Pretty much my only secret to being able to pack this much in a small hand luggage is packing cubes. These are the ones that I'm using. I got them from Amazon. I use them every single time that I travel, and they are literally a lifesaver. You can fit so much in these if you roll up your clothes. It also means that everything is really organized. I always put like one pouch with all of my bottoms, one with my tops, one with my underwear, all of that stuff, so I always know where everything is. And that is my main tip if you're trying to pack a lot in a small space. These are a lifesaver. So I'm going to do that now and show you what it looks like.
We lie, but we know we can't water what doesn't grow. Give up, let it go. Well, we fell apart just in time. You say at least it was worth the try.
Okay, so I've pretty much packed everything I need in this one piece of hand luggage. This is also from Amazon, but I figured I would just show how it all turned out. So underneath here, I've obviously got my toiletries, contact lenses. I've just put my wipes here. And then underneath, I've got this packing cube full of dresses and tops. This one has my bathing suits and my workout clothes. This pouch here has all of my underwear and socks in it. And then this one has all of my bottoms, so my jeans, my shorts, my skirts. I've got my hairbrush, and then underneath I've got my scrubs. And then in the little pouch in the lid, I've got my goggles, my lateral flow test. I've got a spare one of these little laundry pouches for all of my dirty clothes that I can put in there. And then I've got my shoes, so my sandals and my flip-flops, and it all just fits in there perfectly. In terms of the second, like, smaller piece of hand luggage that I'm allowed to take with me, I'm just going to take this little rucksack that I also got from Amazon, and in there is just going to be the items that I either want to be able to access easily or like valuables that I want to keep close to me. So that would be my passport and my wallet, as well as my phone, my camera. I'm also going to be keeping this little rolly case with me. This I also got from Amazon, and it keeps all of my electronics in here. So I've got my wired headphones because I do not trust myself to take my AirPods and not lose them. I've also got this adapter plug because I think in St. Lucia they use a UK plug, but the rest of the places we're going to, it is a US plug. So that's really helpful because this has also got USB ports on it, so I can charge more than one thing at a time. I've also got spare SD cards in here, spare camera batteries, and then in this little zipped pocket here, I've just got all of the pills that I have to take every day. So I figured I'd put those in there so I definitely won't lose them and I'll remember where they are. I'm also just going to take a mini first aid kit, so this has just got like bandages, tape, plasters, paracetamol, all those basics that you may or may not need when travelling. Along with that, I'm also going to take a spare pack of masks, and then the things that I literally always travel with when I go anywhere is firstly a notebook. This one is super cute, my mum just gave it to me. I love to journal when I'm away, write down ideas, just have something to write in. And then obviously the book that I showed you earlier I'm going to carry with me. I'm also going to be taking my sunglasses, so this one has my sunglasses that have my prescription in them, and this one has my sunglasses that are just normal, so if I'm wearing contacts I can wear these, if I'm not wearing contacts I can wear these. It's all very complicated. I'm also taking some playing cards because these are always fun, especially like for drinking games. And then I always get hungry on planes, so I'm taking a pack of these protein bars. These are salted caramel and peanut flavour, just to have in case. And then, like I showed you before, I've put all of my liquids ready to go in this plastic bag that they give you at the airports. This just makes life super easy, so I'll keep it in my rucksack, and then when it comes to security I just get it out and everything is ready to go. And then lastly is a little treat. I'm going to take a little eye mask to do on the flight. I just feel like that would be really fun and I really want to be that girl, so I'm taking that, and that is pretty much everything that I'm packing in my smaller luggage. Okay, so now that all of my packing is done, the last thing I want to do is kind of all of the admin stuff. So I have a few forms that I need to fill out. I need to do the pre-departure survey that my university requires us to fill out before we leave. I just want to make sure that all of the information I need, my spare COVID passes and stuff, are all printed off and put somewhere safe. And then I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm also going to make myself a new playlist on Spotify for this trip because I love to be able to link like certain memories to songs. It feels really good in like a couple of years time when I listen to a certain song from this playlist. I know I'm going to remember this trip. So I'm going to make myself a new Spotify playlist, and other than that I'm pretty much ready to go. So that is my pre-travel routine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please subscribe for more. Like I said earlier, I'm not taking any technology on this trip, so I won't have my laptop or my iPad, therefore no way of editing any of the footage that I get. So I'm not going to be uploading any of these vlogs until after I'm back from my elective. So if you are interested in following me on my adventures abroad, definitely go follow me on Instagram, because I will be posting stories like pretty much as everything is happening, so you'll be getting live updates, and I love sharing all of my memories with traveling, so definitely do that. And then obviously I am going to be vlogging it, so if you want to see the vlogs, they'll be up in a week's time after I am back. So yeah, subscribe for all of that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!